Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. We'll start with the sheriff for roll call.
Sheriff Tommy Johnson, third present.
Rick Warren.
Marissa Tree.
Brian Mon.
Butch Freeman. I thought you forgot your name for a second.
I did too.
Miles Davidson.
Larry Stein. No chief deputies today. Woohoo! Notice was properly posted on October 24th. And Sheriff, would you like to lead us in the pledge? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, sir. We have a one-item consent docket. Is there a motion?
I'll move it.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Mon, is it not loading for you?
I voted. It's green. I voted.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right, departmental items. Madam Clerk, do you want to?
Oh, yes, sorry. Yes, there's Chantel's in there. Sorry, and this one, the first one is on the drug court. Go ahead.
Yes, to your point, that was the consent agenda that we approved was for drug court funds to be placed. This item is regarding our Oklahoma County estimated needs for fiscal year 25-26, which is prepared and ready to be submitted to the auditors as soon as it's approved. If there's any questions, I will be happy to answer those.
When will the auditor actually receive this?
We have to meet them and get that scheduled. Do we have a scheduling? Friday at 11.
Friday at 11. Now, and this goes before the excise board tomorrow, correct?
That is correct. Yes, it will be approved by excise board tomorrow first before submitting to the auditors.
Okay, so the schedule then is again on 11 o'clock Friday.
Mhm.
You're going to meet with the auditors and give them the documentation.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Are you addressing the next item?
Yes, item 3 is a companion item to the county estimate of needs. It is regarding the sinking fund.
Yes, sir. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any citizens to be heard?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me. I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tomorrow it goes to the excise meeting at 11 o'clock on Friday. And then when do you anticipate being able to have the levies to Larry and I?
We should be able to get you all the same information as soon as we have that to the auditors, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm asking when am I going to get the levies?
We can provide it to you as soon as we have all of the signed documentation right over to you.
Okay.
What's your
Just
estimate
like
of that,
normal.
though, based on the fact that we have to get these out to the public so they can pay their taxes? Normally, we don't want to wait until December because they
As
don't
soon as
have.
excise board approves it, it's done just like normal. The documentation will get to your office and the process will continue as normal.
Okay. Okay, so of course you don't have any control over how long it'll take on the state, but the state,
But they're aware and they know it's coming. We've already spoken with the
Okay.
auditor's office.
and so they should be able to get them moving real fast then.
Yes, sir.
Is there something different about this one? Really seems to kind of be pressing with you, and I've never seen you up here say, hey, are we going to get this done? Are we going to get this done? And get this information to me. Is there something different time-wise, timeline that maybe I'm not seeing?
We're within the same time frame as last year. It is historically a little bit later
Mhm.
than what this board probably has seen before, where these items come within the same general time frame as a September supplement.
Mhm.
And so we just wanted to make sure all the numbers were correct and that we had the correct data, which is why it's coming to you today, but still meeting our internal deadline of the end of October in order to get it to the auditor's office and to all parties, which I realize there are some other deadlines that are impacted based off of when we get this done, and we recognize that, and that's why we're calling a special meeting today in order to get this expedited in order to meet those internal deadlines.
But there is no a statute that says legally when our office has to have them done. But I think traditionally this board has seen it a little bit earlier. But again, we are just doing our due diligence to make sure everything is correct. And you'll get the final documentation as soon as we get it back from the auditor's office. So you'll be able to send out notices and get the funds back.
Once we get those levies and once we get the tax, Larry, and we get the information from Larry, once we get it to the printers, they have by contract 5 business days. So all of this is, you know, as you and I have talked.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
We're doing our best. We'll get it in, and the auditor's office will get back to us. We'll get it over to you. We'll get it out. We'll get the funds in. We'll be
Okay.
just fine.
Okay.
What about an appeal process? How does that work?
I believe you may be referencing the appeal process with the state auditor's office.
Yes.
I believe they have 10 to 14 days. I was told 10, but I believe
Yeah,
Mr.
the
Freeman mentioned
protest
14.
period. The protest period cannot start. It's 14 days.
Right.
And it cannot start until the levies have been certified.
Correct. And this is part of the process. So once we approve this and move on, it'll go to the next phase, then it'll go to the auditor, then it comes to you guys.
And I certainly understand you saying that, but, you know, speaking to the auditor, just trying to understand why we had to do a special for this. And I know there's unique situations where you have to be pushed back, but I guess I heard the timeline was on us this time, and we just didn't get it in time.
Again, we don't have a statute requirement, so there is nothing in law that says when our office has to submit it. Traditionally, this board has seen it a little bit earlier, and this month it's a little bit later than what this board has seen, but our office is doing their job and getting the work done. We're going through the process. It'll have the appeal process. It'll go through all the steps, and we'll be able to get the funds back in.
My only concern is the taxes are due on January is it 29th of December, January the 1st is when the first quarter's due.
And that's true. Now, the statutes do allow now for 30 days. So we're going to be up against that. What we want to try to avoid is to we want to try to keep the December 31 first half, March 30th, 31st, second half.
Otherwise, we'd have to send out a lot of notices, make some changes.
Well, and not only that, but then as soon as the beauty of tax bills, as soon as you get them out, it is amazing how many people sit down and write out the check. Remember our cash flow issues. The other thing we want to avoid is because of the cash flow issues, and this is always the leanest time of the year for our general fund, we don't want to have to go out and borrow and pay interest in order to have enough money to operate. And that's why we've been able to work with the state auditor over the last many years and have been able to borrow from all of the funds that we can and then repay that as soon as the money comes back in. We've borrowed all that we can. And so if we just got to start getting money in, or we're going to end up having to go out. And we've had to do that before a long time ago. But we've had to go out and borrow money to supplement the general fund and pay the bank interest.
Right. And I
we sure
think
want to avoid that.
I appreciate the conversation, and I think we're all well aware of the process. This is, again, a part of the process. So once we vote on this, we can continue to do our work and move on with the next step. Okay.
So we're post-approval debating.
Thank you. Which is out of order.
Okay, so if there are no citizens to speak, board comments, the sheriff?
No comment?
No comment.
No comment.
I lost one of my absolute best friends yesterday. I lost Dick Hefton. Dick was 96 and had a stroke a few days ago. I just praise the good Lord. I got the opportunity to get up and visit with him Monday afternoon, and he was still the same Dick. He just been very positive and was very alert. The last thing that he did as he was at home, last thing he did was reach up and hug me and kissed me and told me he was going to give Bobby a different kiss. But anyway, and his services will be Friday. But Dick Hefton has met, he of course is a retired brigadier general in the Oklahoma National Guard, He has been just a wonderful individual. Been very active. We've done a lot of work with him, and anyway, he's just
A
God
pillar in
bless
this
Dick Hepburn.
community.
He's what?
He was a pillar in this community
Without
for
a doubt.
sure.
He
It
absolutely
will be
was.
missed.
My condolences to the Hefton family and to you. There weren't very many men that had as big of an impact on East Oklahoma County,
Oh,
especially with
without a
City and Choctaw and everything. That was always near and dear to his heart. So great man.
While I'm on that,
Uh-oh.
I know, and I apologize for this, but when I first ran for county treasurer, in fact, I still got the papers upstairs.
1894.
Yeah, 1894. Anyway, when I first ran for county treasurer, he said, "Butch, you're going to be the county treasurer for as long as you want to be." And by God, he saw to it. But I'm finally there. But anyway, he's a wonderful, wonderful man. And you're right, we can never overstate the importance of he to Eastern Oklahoma County and all of Oklahoma County.
And then thank you for everything you're doing. It's working out the way that it's supposed to. I know that I've received a couple of phone calls. I blamed Larry and Butch for the slowness of the property taxes, but I told them also to enjoy the relief from not having to pay them. So
Yeah, forget that.
And how did you say it? People love opening up their bill and sending a check. Nobody loves opening a tax bill. But
I think what I stated is I was amazed how many people, the minute they open it up, they sit down and write the check and send it in. That's why we get good cash flow as soon as the bills are out.
Assessor.
Dick Hefton was also a member of the Journalism Hall of Fame. And I grew up having breakfast with Captain Kangaroo, and I loved his hats. And Dick Hefton happened to find out that I was looking for a Strategic Air Command cover hat. And he gave me his hat, and I will cherish it always, along with the dress white hat that goes over that. And I'm not going to tell you what they usually call those arrows and clouds, but it is an extremely valuable thing for me. And I'm
Hearts and darts is what they call them.
And I'm thankful that I got to know Dick Hefton. He was terrific.
If there are no other comments, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.